All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha Kodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love into the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this lesson, um, I wanted to read a few verses here in the book of Exodus, chapter 1, and also chapter 2, and I get some other supporting precepts, man. Um, just concerning, what our forefathers went through back in ancient Egypt, seeing that we're heading into the Passover, man, and how pretty much what they suffered in Egypt is similar of what we suffer here in Babylon the Great, in the new spiritual Egypt under the new Pharaoh Esau Edom. Okay, and so I just wanted to read a few of these passages, right, and highlight a few things. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying unto you, brothers and sisters out there, all right? So I wanted to start here in the book of Exodus, chapter 1, and verse 8. It says, "Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph." Now, I wanted to say this here. When you match up the biblical timeline with Egyptian chronology, right? What you find out is that the Exodus happened during the 18th dynasty, right? During the new kingdom, okay? If you understand biblical history and Egyptian chronology, this happened during the 18th dynasty, the new kingdom, okay? And I have a book at home, all right, that pretty much covers Egypt, okay? It was written by Giorgio Ferrero, I believe that's what his name is. It's a book I saw the other Malcolm from Chicago. He had, a few years back, man. Okay, and I saw him had it. He was going into it, and I said, man, I got to get that book. So I ordered it like immediately. I mean, like a while ago. Okay, and I had that book probably like maybe like 7 years now, possibly, yeah, like 7 years now, man. But yeah, the Exodus happened during the 18th dynasty. All right, during the new kingdom. Okay, and that dynasty, okay, the 18th dynasty is a very famous dynasty in Egyptian history, right? In Egyptian culture, okay? A lot of great pharaohs came out of that dynasty of the 18th dynasty, okay? So I just wanted to say that, right? It says, "And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Python and Ramesses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel." So this new king over Egypt, right? This new dynasty, okay, that came up pretty much. Um, they put hell on the Israelites, man. Okay, which was prophesied to happen, right? The Lord, told Abraham that his children will be oppressed, right, under these Egyptians. Okay, and so they set taskmasters over Jake, and they made Jake pretty much, build up their dynasty. Okay, build up, their cities, right, their pyramids. Okay, they put hell on Jake, man. But it says the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the same thing happened to Jake over here in this captivity, man. All right. The more Esau afflicted Jake and put hell on Jake, the more Jake multiplied, man. All right. To the point to where Esau had, he had, breeding grounds, for Jake, right? You had the bucks, breeding grounds, right? To multiply the slaves, so called. But the reason that Jake was having so many kids, man, is because there was being afflicted and and oppressed, man. And so Jake kept multiplying, right? Kept growing, man. Same thing happened in ancient Egypt, bro. Putting hell on a man, all right? All he can do, is procreate, man. Okay? And so this is what our forefathers did back in ancient Egypt. It says, and the Egyptian made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. All right. Now, what does it mean to serve with rigor? They put hell on them. Okay. Made their lives bitter. Same thing happened to Jacob and Babylon the Great. Okay. We going through hell, man. All right. It says, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. All right. So back then, Jacob was in the field serving, making brick. The same thing today. All manner of service in the field, man. Okay. This goes into, your sports world, right? Your entertainment world, even your common everyday jobs, man. And you're serving with rigor. All right. You're working crazy hours for less pay. Okay. Job requiring you to do more than what you can, do, or at least what you want to do, because you know that you ain't getting no good pay, man. Working overtime, that ain't enough. Okay. And why in the hell should you have to work overtime, man? Why? Shouldn't the regular job hours be enough, okay, to make a living? But in this society, it's not. You got to work crazy hours, man. Okay. Lately, I've been getting out of work at freaking, 9 o'clock, man. That's ridiculous, bro. It ain't that goddamn much work in the world. But I work them crazy hours, man. And I be so tired, I want to come home and get the work in, man. But I be dog shit tired, bro. So, I come home, I eat, take a shower. I be ready to look. I'm ready to go to sleep now, man. But I want to do the work, bro, At least try to read or something, bro. I be so tired, I can't do nothing, man. It says, once again, all their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. So that was catching hell, man. All right. Hard bondage. And the same thing we suffer today. All right. And we know here in chapter 2, Moses was born, right? He was born, and he slew the Egyptian, right? And he fled into the Midian, had children, with a Zipporah, right? And you jump down here to verse 23, and it says, and it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage. So our forefathers were crying out, man, because of the hill that was catching, right? It says, and they cried, and their cry came up unto the Most High by reason of the bondage, okay? And just how our forefathers cried out back then, we're crying out today, man, okay? We're catching hell, man. Real quick, let me get this here in Psalms. I'm gonna get Psalms 80 first, okay? Because we man, look, we live bitter lives here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay. Real quick, this is Psalm chapter 80, starting at verse 4. It says, O Lord Yahweh, God of hosts, how long wilt thou be angry against the prayer of thy people? Thou feedest them with the bread of tears. Thou givest them tears to drink in great measure. All right. Tears to drink in great measure, meaning what we catch in hell. Okay, Jake lived hard lives, man. It says, "Thou makest us a strife unto our neighbors, and our enemies laugh among themselves." Right, the heathen laughing at us, man. Okay, mocking us, and this happened every day. All right, this is every day Jake get mocked, man. Okay, no matter how much money Jake make, no matter your, your status in the world, you still get talked about as a nigga, man. All right, but the Most High God hears us, and that's all that matters. Okay, you can talk about us all you want to, but the Most High God hears us, man. Real quick, this is Psalm chapter 102, starting at verse 19. It says, "For he had looked down from the height of his sanctuary. From heaven did the Lord Yahweh behold the earth, to hear the groaning of the prisoner, to loose those that are appointed to death." All right, so the Most High God hear the groaning of the prisoners, man. And we are prisoners here in Babylon the Great, okay? But as the scripture says, the captive exile hasted to be loose, because we don't want to be here, man, serving this devil, okay? But it's our punishment, man. Verse 24 here back in Exodus 2 and 24, it says, "And the Most High heard their groaning, and the Most High remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them." Okay? And we know after this here, in chapter 3, right, the Lord raised up Moses, and Aaron, right, our forefathers, to deliver our people out of Egypt, man. And the Lord sent them plagues to judge Egypt, right? And guess what? He delivered our people, man. And he's gonna send plagues once again upon Egypt for oppressing his people, man. All right. This is real quick. Second Esdras, okay. Second Esdras chapter 15 and verse 10, it says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I would not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." This is talking about Babylon the Great, man. All right. This is spiritual Egypt that the scriptures is referring to, man. And how you know this? Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." Now, ancient Egypt, okay, all that land wasn't destroyed, all right? Because we know through history, okay, that Egypt, bounced back a little bit, right? And they had a matter of fact, Egypt had 30 dynasties, okay? They had 30 dynasties, man. So they still, had power for a dispensation of time. But the Lord did judge them, okay, but he didn't destroy all the land. This Egypt that's spoken about here in verse 11 is Babylon the Great, man. This land, all of this land will be destroyed by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, okay, for what she has done unto the children of Israel, man. All right, the Most High God is going to deliver us out of this Egypt by way of Yahushai and the angels, okay. Real quick, this is Isaiah 14, okay. Isaiah chapter 14, starting at verse 1, it says, "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land." How this going to happen? Our Lord Yahweh shall going to have to come back and save the elect, man, of which we're hoping to pray to build that number. It says, "And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." So once we get back to the land, okay, the Lord is going to allow us to put our oppressors, our slave masters, into captivity, man. All right. This is the big payback, man. Okay, the ultimate reparation, right? Of us getting our enemies back and stomping them out, right? Verse 3 says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So we serve hard bondage here in Babylon the Great, man, just as our forefathers served hard bondage in ancient Egypt. But just how the Lord saved our people back then and judged Egypt, he's going to do it this time, man. Okay? He's going to judge this spiritual Egypt and save his people, man. Okay? This is what we're looking forward to, man. This is what the Passover is all about, deliverance, man. And giving praise to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right? For all of his glory, man. And I'm going to end here with this. I'm going to get this here. Oh, yeah. Isaiah.
Order received.
But these people, man, I tell you, boy. And see, look, I just been complaining about the hard bondage, you know? And these devils constantly giving me work, man. I mean, constantly just dropping orders after order, man. All right? Order after order, bro. I lost my train of thought, man. I lost my train of thought. Here we go. Exodus chapter, I mean, not Exodus, okay? Isaiah 26 and verse 20, it says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself, as it were, a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. Because indignation is coming to Babylon the Great, man. And the chambers that it's talking about is the elect being inside the chariots, man. Okay? See, in ancient Egypt, our forefathers, okay, they followed the chariot out of Egypt, man. This time the Lord gonna put us in the chariots, man. So I don't need, you know what I'm saying, to walk, all right? The Lord gonna take us back there himself this time, man. That's the beauty of it, of this second Passover, man. It says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh coming out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall be the earth shall also disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. Okay, but the point is that the Lord's gonna save his elect in the chance this time, man. All right, from the spiritual Egypt, okay? And the Lord willing, man, you know, I'll probably do like a part 2 to this, you know, go more in depth and just you know, focusing in on the deliverance that's coming. But Lord willing, that was edifying, man. I'll praise you. How about you know, Shabbat Shem Chakadash. Shalom.
Order received.